I'm grateful for a luxury product, other blue things. I am so thankful that these products launched this year, and I am actually quite shocked as to how many products launched during the middle of a pandemic, a panorama, a panini. Some of our favorite brands launched new things, and some brands that we've never even heard of decided to pop onto the market, and I wanted to pay tribute to the products that graced my face or my chest or my back or other areas of my body and made a measurable difference in my skin or the skin of the people who I shared or gifted them with. On the notes of gratitude, most people don't know that I get to work with an amazing team. I have wonderful friends and family members who put up with me not texting them back for 6 months, and I'm very grateful that I get to share a lot of the products that I get with the people that I work with. Actually on the YouTube side and not just the aesthetic side in clinic, because depending on which clinic you're working in, it's actually not appropriate to gift patients free things unless they are sample sizes. Fun fact, if you didn't know, now you know. But there are many things that came out in fragrance-free versions or brand new sunscreens that I think deserve a tribute, because as horrible as the pandemic has been, some of the skincare products that came out are just some of the tiny silver linings that we can look at and reach for and slather into our pores and be grateful for. And there are also some things that are a bit more controversial, but that I'm still very grateful for, which we're gonna talk about. Let's start off with sunscreens, because I feel like there are so many good launches this year, and you know that SPF is your BFF because keeping our skin protected is a top priority. One of the best sunscreens that launched this year is from Apostrophe. This is the Screen. This is an SPF 43 broad spectrum sunscreen, and this is a mineral/physical blend. This is so good, and Apostrophe is like this online pharmacy, so they actually sell things like spironolactone and tranexamic acid and tretinoin, basically prescriptions, because you have to get your skin concerns diagnosed by a dermatologist, and then you get prescriptions through them online. But they launched this sunscreen that you don't need a prescription to get, and that actually works with all of the prescriptions that they do have to offer. This one has been phenomenal. I slather it all over my face and body. I like it a lot, and I'm so glad it launched because we need more SPFs on the market, more elegant SPFs, and this was one of them. Now, something that my heart is broken for, but that I also absolutely adore because we didn't have anything like this on the market, is the Zit Sticka sunscreen. And I lost the Zit Sticka sunscreen. I tell you, I looked everywhere for it. I checked my bathroom, I checked my car, I checked the laundry room because why not? I checked outside because sometimes I will leave a bottle of skincare by the pool. I can't find it and my heart is literally broken. But at least I have the box because, hi, I'm a hoarder. This is the Zit Sticka Megashade. It's an SPF 50, and this little glass bottle with its little dropper is mwah, absolute perfection, especially if you have hyperpigmentation due to acne or if you struggle with blemish-prone skin. This is a sunscreen that is acne friendly. This sunscreen doesn't overly aggravate people who are prone to breakouts. And a brand that kind of kept that in mind, a lot of Zit Sticka's products are made for the acne prone. This was one of the first sunscreens that I actually felt spoke to me. And it was also dermatologist tested. Doesn't mean it's approved, but it was tested. It's breakout free formulation, which hello, I love. And then it's the UVA, UVB broad spectrum SPF 50. I fell in love with this. It is so good. It's also really easy to apply over makeup if you put it like on a damp beauty blender sponge. If you are someone who's applying their sunscreen over makeup, which hello, I'm looking at you. I hope that you are. You should be. Please, do I have to beg you to protect your skin from the cancerous rays of the sun? I will beg you, I will simp. But my skin loves this, and it gives me like a dewy glow. The one thing about it is that it can be a little bit pricey. It's like $40, but I have found it on sale. I think the lowest I ever got this was for $17, but still, even at $40, worth every cent. If you follow Cassandra Approved on Instagram, that's like our favorite products page and kind of the stories behind how some of these brands came to be. And we usually post sales when they happen. So if you're following Cassandra Approved stories, that's where we always post if one of my favorite products goes on sale. I also have to pay tribute to these. I don't love these as much as I love these two, but the Dr. Dennis Gross and the Bliss also launched two really good sunscreens. The Bliss has a little bit of lavender in it. It's also tinted. We used this in a Trader Joe's haul, which was super fun, but this SPF 30 is great. And then the Dr. Dennis Gross, this is also fantastic. The lightweight wrinkle defense SPF 30, especially if you're a little bit more mature skinned, if you're looking for something that glides on nicely. I love you. I was gonna say I love you, Dr. Dennis, but I think that's an actual person, so maybe I won't say that on the internet. People take things out of context. One time I was describing something, I was like, oh, this person is like so anal about their sunscreen application, and someone just took the sound clip You know, we don't want that floating around the internet if we don't have to, but I just said it. So speaking of sunscreens, this is not new, but it's one of my favorites from Dr. Sam, but we're not here to simp over this sunscreen because this sunscreen is not new. But you know what is new from Dr. Sam is this neutralizing gel. I have never met a Dr. Sam product that I don't like, but there are some that I love. More than like, I love. This neutralizing gel is perfect for anyone who has redness. I have a little bit of redness right here. My father has rosacea, and I believe that I have stage 1, and that's what I've been told. And then I also have acne, and Dr. Sam's products are made for grown-ups who still break out. This is a beautiful blend of azelaic acid as well as some salicylic, and oh my god, if you are rosacea prone, if you are acne prone, this is one of the most beautiful serums I've ever put on my skin. This one is so luxurious, it is so kind, and it works so well. And if you are someone who struggles with acne and redness, you basically need this. And again, she's a doctor from the UK, she has her own dermatology practice, and she takes all of that knowledge and wisdom and also shares it online. So she creates products and just creates education so that people can actually take care of their skin. I love her philosophy that less is more. I love her cats. I love her products, everything. And this is absolutely one of the best products that launched this year. Some other things that are a little bit more rosacea friendly are things that are fragrance free or nice and hydrating, and boy do we have some. So this Haru Wonder, you know that this is not new. They have had this little kombucha in a bottle for quite some time now, but they launched a fragrance free version. I love Haru. They are Korean skincare, they are made well. This smells and just feels like fresh kombucha. It's fermented goodness on your skin. But their other ones had a little bit of lavender in them, which some people didn't like or it didn't work for their skin. This one has no lavender. And if you like kombucha, you will love this. It's just like, it's jelly, it's gelatinous. It's almost like a liquid jellyfish. And they have these little sample bottles too. They also have the big ones. These are perfect stocking stuffers. Haru Wonder, free of alcohol and fragrance. I wonder why I didn't find you sooner. And this might be a mistake. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is not. I don't actually know if these launched in 2021. e.l.f. has skincare. Who would have thought that e.l.f. has skincare? They have hydrating hyaluronic acid skincare. I am obsessed. So these may have existed before 2021, but the Holy Hydration, I think they launched some new products and I found these at Target and I fell in love. The Holy Hydration Sleep Mask, this also has hyaluronic acid and peptides. Oh my god, if you are looking for a thick occlusive moisturizer for winter, if you're looking for like an overnight sleeping balm, it's one of those products that feels like a mattress on your face. A memory foam mattress. It's so nice, it's so fluffy, and then it actually locks things in. Hyaluronic acid can be a finicky molecule because it can dry some people out, but e.l.f. really did it with this line. It is beautiful, it is perfect. This one product does have fragrance. They have others that are fragrance free, and Boots Ingredients, which we'll talk about, also has some fragrance free options. But this, oh my god, the e.l.f. Holy Hydration. I don't know when it launched, but it's kind of going to be in here because this year is when I found out about it. Now, Boots Ingredients, I know for a fact, did launch in 2021. Wait, did they? Maybe they didn't, because they were in the UK first. Boots is a drugstore in the UK, and they basically launched here in America in Target this year in 2021, but were they around in Boots before then? I actually don't know. If somebody could tell me, I would be grateful. But I've been trying out some different things from their line and I am so grateful that they launched. They are very Ordinary-esque. They have like these nice little bottles. They're kind of like Inky List Ordinary mixed because, you know, the Inky List has like this black and white aesthetic and then the Ordinary has this packaging and it's like the Ordinary's packaging with the Inky List aesthetic kind of put together. They're a little bit more cursive too. It's very cute. It's like the little sister of Glossier, I would say. The Boots Vitamin C and the Hyaluronic Acid line, the Sleep Mask, the Hydrator, and the Serum have been amazing. Specifically the little serums from Boots, I like to mix them and I can apply them in layers. That has worked really well for my skin this year, especially since I've been trying out the vitamin C recently and I really like it on my skin. There's also the True Skin vitamin C, but I don't think that launched this year. But that's something else I've been loving. But Boots is making skincare accessible and affordable and inexpensive. And at Target, like everything is under $10. Like I love the Ordinary and I love the Inky List, but you can't even say that their products are under $10. And I agree, I understand the sizing can be smaller, but slam dunk. They did something right, and I'm so glad that it is on shelves near me. Speaking of, you guys, we don't have a single Ordinary product in this lineup. Can you believe that? I feel like the Ordinary didn't launch anything amazing this year, did they? I wonder what they got cooking up in the kitchen. Not in the kitchen. I wonder what they got cooking up in Canada. Did you know they're Canadian? No wonder they're great. I'm sorry, is that mean or is that funny? I don't know anymore. But what I do know is I love this. The Peach and Lily Bump Boss. This is a physical exfoliant I can get behind. I use this on my knees. I use this on my elbows. I even use it on my little shoulders because I get a lot of acne and like bumps here. I actually have some gnarly scars. Ooh, little blackhead. If you're a picker, then you understand. If you're not, normal people, leave. But the Bump Boss is one of my favorites. And this is a physical exfoliant that also has chemical exfoliants in it, but it's gentle, it's creamy. And I don't just use it on my eczema or my KP, but I also use it when I need to shave my legs. And I've used it on those rough patches. It is a body thing. I haven't used it on my face yet, but I've fallen in love with this. I love the Sandra Lee MD KP scrub. And then Dr. Sam has a body lotion that I love for KP. But this Bump Boss, this microderm scrub, it sold out within like 24 hours. And when I actually got my hands on it and started using it, I can see why. It is great for chicken skin, just do not apply it to a chicken's skin. Big distinction there. We've also got some other exfoliants that I flipped for, and both of these were kind of introduced towards the ends of the year. You know, there aren't any chemical peels that I fell in love with, like innovations in dermatology or aesthetic medicine. As you know, I keep up to date with those things. There was a medical study done showing that injectable fillers could cause bone loss, or at least there was a correlation, not necessarily causation, but correlation seen. So that was interesting. But there's not like a new microneedling radio frequency ablative laser type concoction Frankenstein monster machine on the market. You know, there is that new biodegradable tattoo, that tattoo that like goes away. But again, I don't know if that's new or if it just got hyped this year. Anyways, chemical exfoliants, we love. This one right here is from Paula's Choice, and I'm testing this out. I don't want to give you any sneak peeks, but a video is coming soon because I felt like they were coming for the ordinary. This is the Paula's Choice 25% AHA, 2% BHA exfoliant peel. Let me just say, I'm grateful that this exists and that I have the chance to try it. But the sneaky, sneaky details that are inside of this little purple cream, you're gonna have to wait for those because we have a video extravaganza for you. It even burns when it touches my wounds. That is the fastest way to find out if you have paper cuts. Just rub exfoliants in your open wounds. People in the comments are probably like, Cassandra, why are you doing that to yourself? Because I got issues. I love this purple magic. I am a purple person and I am coming to terms with it, okay? But there are some surprises with this product that you're gonna have to wait for, as well as, oh my god, this is from Isnt Tree. This is a chestnut BHA, a chestnut salicylic acid. It's the 2% clear liquid, and this is a more gentle form of salicylic acid. You know, alpha hydroxy acids are water soluble, and a lot of people think of them as the gentle alternative to a BHA. But BHAs really stand in a league of their own because they are, you know, oil soluble, they help with acne prone skin, but for a lot of people they can be drying and harsh. This has blown my mind. This toner is like the gentle alternative to the Paula's Choice BHA toner. I have fallen in love with this, and for winter there are other ingredients in here that act as antioxidants. Mwah. Wait, why didn't this exist earlier? You see, I'm grateful, but then I get angry because I think about what I missed out on because I wasn't born 10 years later into the Gen Z generation. Am I a Gen Z? I don't think I'm a Gen Z. I'm not a millennial. Am I a millennial? Are you a millennial? What are we? What is life? Existential crisis time! A form of exfoliation that's a little less traditional, but that I'm still very grateful for, is dermaplaning. Now, I have been female face shaving for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, that's dangerous. I'm just gonna chop off my hair. Female face shaving is something I've done. I used to buy the Dermaflash. It was like $200, but the little cartridges, I see why they did it from a business perspective, but it was very, very wasteful. So this came out from Versed, and instead of 200, it's 20. It's actually really fun to fling around. Like, it just has a nice weight to it. I feel like a conductor. I am conducting you to have great skin. But these have little reusable and replaceable blades. You can switch them out about once every 5 little sessions, and you can actually replace them so you don't have to get rid of the whole thing, and they don't get dull. And I actually really like the way this shaves my face better, and this honestly helps me. I'm a very hairy person. Most people don't realize that. Argentinian genes and, you know, all of the other things that got mixed in because my grandparents like fled World War II, and then all the stuff happened in the family history and we just ended up hairy. Except for here, because I'm losing hair on my head, but that's stress and other things related. Anyways, my face is hairy and my face loves this from Burst. I'm so happy that they launched this, and it's an excellent dermaplaner for any vellus hair. Even if you kind of get it down here, it is phenomenal, and it's kind of what we've been waiting for. And you know we have to have some vitamin C's in the mix. Oh, do we have a few favorites? Let's start off with this one. This one is from Common Air. This is one of the first truly zero waste brands that I've ever found. They have these little vitamin C capsules, and I think this is like their only product. All of these are biodegradable. So like if you just put them in your sink, like they can kind of melt into like a gumminess. And then all of this packaging is completely paper. I actually got the chance to meet Carrie, one of the founders, in person, and she was telling me that they decided not to go with some retailers, or that they stopped working with some retailers because the retailers were putting them in plastic packaging to ship them out. And they're all about sustainability. It even says biodegradable, please recycle. I love these. They do make my face a little bit oily, but the serum absorbs well. It actually makes my face look luminous and brighter, and that's what I'm looking for from a vitamin C. And then if you have a more dry touch sunscreen, but you want a dewy glow, if I use this underneath, it almost melts in with that sunscreen and gives me a little bit of glow along with my SPF protection. And then we have this Guava Dark Spot Serum from Glow Recipe. I was not expecting to love this the way I do. They've been launching all of these like fruits and orchids and plums, and I'm just like, yes, bring me the fruits. I like fruits. I am very fruity myself. This Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum, I don't even know if it smells like guava. I mean, it smells like Jamba Juice or like Sour Patch Kids or like Jolly Rancher. No, the watermelon one smells like Jolly Ranchers. It's almost like Starburst. I don't know, it smells like candy and I love it. And this one actually works. You know, they also launched the niacinamide dewdrops, and they also launched the retinol avocado serum with ceramides, and then the niacinamide dewdrops. I was very disappointed with both of those. I felt like those were both duds, and me no likey. I didn't hate them, but I didn't love them. But I love this one. This guava one is so good. It actually works on little hyperpigmentation spots. When I get little blemishes or little like paper cuts or nicks, I can actually put this on and I feel like it helps me heal up better, since vitamin C is technically used in wound healing. I love this product so much. It actually has a high amount of guava in it. It's also got banana, it's got apple, it's got pear, it's got all the fruits. Thank you. I know that it can be a little bit pricey, but if you're looking for something less expensive that's also extremely effective, April Skin launched this year. Holy crap, how did I not know about this brand before 2021? One of the most potent yet gentle K-beauty lines that I've ever met. I know CosRx has some really good exfoliating products, but I feel like most K-beauty, it doesn't focus on exfoliation or on actives. I mean, there's some from like, you know, Isnt Tree, but most K-beauty just doesn't have a ton of actives. They don't have potent stuff. And if they do have a little bit of something, it's almost like I don't see a difference in my skin. There are some peptide things from Logically Skin that I love, but April Skin has launched like the first line that has major actives that I'm like, wow, when I put these on my face, they work. They also have a vegan collagen serum that is to die for if you want a vegan collagen. But this one is the vitamin A, C, and E brightening serum, and this actually brightens up my face. Let me actually just put some of this on. Look at that beautiful yellow color too. Just makes me happy. That is one way in both skincare and foods that you can kind of look for the freshness or the potency of products, is by color. The fresher that color, or the more it has, or even the more pungent something smells or tastes, which, yes, this one has a smell. Usually the more antioxidants or phytonutrients it has in it. Now, the exception to that rule is that if a brand like puts mica or glitter or color in a product, obviously. But this one, we're not talking about extra additives. We're talking about potent, gentle, effective, amazing, K-beauty, cruelty-free, affordable. I love this. If you are someone who is getting older, you're looking for something that works under a sunscreen, or if you do get little dark spots or even little wrinkles, this really helps to boost them up. And if you're more sensitive, this one doesn't cause a ton of irritation, but it actually works. Whereas, you know, something like Glow Recipe, I feel like it's just a little bit more fun. And Common Air is also really good, but I feel like this one's a little bit more kind of like a glossy. This one just soaks into skin. It's like your skin, but better. And I love all of these three, but for different reasons. And I do love this one. I'm so happy they came out with it this year. Another K-beauty line is Aromatica. Now, I've always loved their aloe products. That and Holika Holika, they have some amazing ones, but I tried some of their new stuff this year and their eco-friendly packaging. I had no idea how sustainable they were. All of their packages now come with these little pull-off stickers, because did you know that you can't recycle things if they have stickers on them? So they make this super easy for recycling. The Quinoa shampoo is great. My hair loves it. I am hoping that my scalp loves it and stops shedding its hairs. Please. I literally look down and the shower, and if it's early in the morning or late at night, I scream because it looks like there's a dead chinchilla by my feet. It is terrifying, the amount of hair. But we're gonna talk about that in a future video because vitamin D levels. One kidney, fun times. But this from Aromatica is an even funner time. This is one of the first cleansing sherbets. It's basically a cleansing balm that doesn't have polyethylene glycol. Now, a lot of people are worried about polyethylene glycol because, you know, it's a type of plastic and they're like, oh, that's a plastic bag and you're washing that down the drain. I haven't been able to find substantial evidence that it's actually bad for the environment. I know some people are avoiding those things, but I don't fully understand why. And then what most people don't realize is that they're like, oh, it's polyethylene free because it doesn't say polyethylene on the label. But do you know what a PEG is? What a PEG is? It's polyethylene glycol. So anything that says like PEG stearate, like anything like that, has polyethylene glycol in it. And like you can have polyethylene glycol as a liquid. And I think that most people just don't understand the chemistry behind it or don't bother to learn it because when I was younger, I didn't understand the chemistry behind it. I thought like everything was toxic. I thought I was breaking out because I had like toxins in my liver and my kidneys, not knowing that I had just one kidney. That's a story for another day. But this is a polyethylene glycol free formula in case you're worried about that. And it has 100% recycled PCRPP. Peppa Pig. No Peppa Pigs were harmed in the making of this product or this video. Only the enslaved cats who edit the videos.
You editing?
This vegan sherbet is vegan, it's cruelty-free, it has these easy off sticker tabs. I love this so much, and this one does have different plant fragrances in it, so be aware of that because this is more of a sensorial one. Aromatica is a line that was actually created by someone who struggled with his skin. He came from the finance world in Seoul, and he moved to Australia where he learned about aromatherapy. He was like, wow, the way things smell, the way we put things on our skin, it really impacts how we feel about our self-care. So he created something for it. And I know that you are a skintellectual, but are you a geologist? That is the question. This right here launched from Slow Brew Botanicals, and this is actually J Beauty that I can get behind. So I know that we all love K-beauty, Korean skincare, but there are a lot of products from Japan that don't get the light of day. And a lot of the J Beauty or Japanese skincare that we know of is SK2. And what is SK2? Oh, it's owned by L'Oreal, so it's like an American brand parading as being authentic Japanese just because they use like sake ferment, right? And then there's also Tatcha, which don't get me wrong, some of their products are very nice, they are very beautiful, and they're Japanese inspired. But they're not actually from Japan. And I'm like, well, where is the real authentic Japanese beauty? I feel like J Beauty in 3 years is going to be what the K Beauty craze is today. This is just a prediction. But I have fallen in love with this product, this Geologist Clay Pack, as well as this brand that is actually Japanese. Like, what a concept. This has yuzu, which is also used in Japanese food and cooking, and they use literally a slow brew process to actually ferment certain products. And this one specifically has clay. This one also has a mushroom extract, and this was made with the spring water of Nasu in Japan. I do need to learn more about both Japanese culture and Japanese beauty, just because I feel like I've seen little things here and there, but with all honesty, I've tried way more K-beauty than I have J-beauty, and I need to discover more of these brands, and specifically authentic ones that are actually made in Japan by Japanese people, by people who appreciate and respect the culture. And you know, love me some Tatcha, but Tatcha saying we're J-beauty inspired, like it's a very different story. This clay pack is amazing. This is a hydrating clay mask, and you know how if you have acne, you want to get rid of the oil? You don't want that oil to like gunk up your pores, but you don't want to feel stripped either, because if you feel stripped, your skin produces more oil. Well, this is the perfect solution because this actually helps to reduce the oil, but because it hydrates skin, it doesn't leave you feeling stripped, because that stripping feeling can just cause more irritation. I'm just gonna leave this on my hand for the rest of the video. I absolutely love this. And the fermented ingredients in here, the yuzu, it's refreshing, it's exciting, and I am not a geologist, okay? I like rocks. I live under a rock because I don't know any celebrities, but that is about as far as my geology major goes. But if this geologist herbal clay mask allows me to bask in that alternative reality of being a geologist and of being able to use these things on a regular basis, then by golly goshus, I absolutely will. This launched this year. Even the Slow Brew brand, I don't think I heard about them before this year. I know they've been around, but I didn't hear about them. And I really have fallen in love. And if you're looking for another fermented skincare line, an authentic Japanese beauty brand that actually does it right, here you go. How could I have forgotten about these? You guys, I sit on the floor when I film my YouTube videos, and sometimes products get like hidden underneath my knee. So let's not forget to pay tribute and homage to these babies. This right here, not just this product, this is my favorite product from Pacifica, but Pacifica launched an entire vegan ceramide fragrance-free line. They have a cleanser, they even have an eye cream, they have these little, you know, face moisturizers, they have masks. Literally, Pacifica pulling through fragrance-free, vegan, filled with ceramides, hydrating, supple, nourishing, little purple butterflies, and packaging. I mean, this was one of my favorite launches of all of 2020. It is beautiful, it is effective, it is hydrating. Oh, it is everything that my face loves. And if you are someone who wanted to love CeraVe and you wanted to love their ceramide creams, but it just wasn't for you, but you really want a product that has ceramides, but that's cruelty-free and vegan, this is going to be a slam dunk. CeraVe, I feel like it's overhyped. I know that doctors and derms love it. I know why, because it's fragrance free. I get it. But I feel like Pacifica just threw a wrench in that entire strategy. And this is 10 times better. And it's affordable. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I do wish that they made like a huge tub of this, but until they do, I'm gonna continue purchasing these nice little purple packages. And Black Girl Sunscreen launched the matte. Whoa, it's dripping. Hi. Sorry, I did not mean to sunscreen my carpet today. Or my slipper. I'm wearing my fuzzy slippers again. This right here, as you can see, it has gone through some things. This is the Make It Matte from Black Girl Sunscreen, and this is supposed to be something that is for oily prone skin. I have some thoughts about this that, like the Paula's Choice, you're gonna have to wait for a video to see. It's supposed to be mattifying, as you can see. Instant replay. I wanted to love this. I tried to make it work, and I'm grateful that this exists. I'm grateful that this launched this year. But just like the Paula's Choice, it comes with an asterisk of video coming soon because it gets greasy. It doesn't get matte. It gets greasy, but it does get matte in a way. Make sure that you are subscribed. Something else that launched this year is skincare by Hiram. And I know that this brand was met with a lot of positive excitement, but then also some negativity. And I tried my best when doing my review to remove my personal bias and appreciation of Hiram as a person from the line and just look at the products. And I was critical, just the way I am of every other brand that I review. But as time goes on, as I continue using the line, there are some things that I've noticed changes with, both in how I use them and my skin, which, again, follow-up video we are going to talk about. But when it comes to skincare by Hiram, I am so grateful that this brand launched. I think that people don't know the full scope of how this can help change the industry. You know, Hiram is not a traditional celebrity, he's an influencer. Hiram is someone who said, no, I'm going to try to do different types of sugarcane packaging, even if it's not, 100% perfect, I'm going to try. I'm going to push the market in a better direction. I'm going to tie charity into this and make that a key component of the line. That sets a precedent that now the big manufacturers like CeraVe and L'Oreal and Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, they're gonna have to start listening. And I think that, anything you do that disrupts things is going to be met with pushback, but I think that this line is bigger than just the products, and there's actually something going into that. Now, that being said, as you know, if you saw my review, I was not the biggest fan of all of the products. All of the products were not perfect for my skin or to my liking. Were they horrible? No. But were they fantastic? Not all of them, but this one, specifically this one, I have been learning more and more about this. I have been using it more and more. It has been in my routine, and I've got some thoughts. I am so grateful that Selfless by Hiram launched, and I'm specifically grateful that this cleanser launched. We have a follow-up on this coming soon, but this was definitely one of the defining moments of skincare out of the entirety of 2020. And eye patches? Yes, eye patches. You know that I hate eye creams. I feel like they are overpriced moisturizers, but you've already seen that video, so we're not gonna go there. Where we are gonna go is with eye patches, because I like to put them in the fridge and I use them as little push-up bras for the little eye bags that appear overnight. If you're someone who sleeps on your face, or you eat too little or too much sodium and you get that fluid retention, using an eye cream that you put in the fridge overnight is a really great way to wake this area up. Now, I have loved the gold baggage claim Wander Beauty eye masks for probably 3 years now since they came out, but they just launched these, and these are the baggage claim eye masks, and they are the limited edition priority pink mask. And you know what? I do not like the color pink, but I am grateful for these because I have friends and family members and other people that like the color pink and don't like the color gold, or they just say like, I'm more of a silver person, gold doesn't look good on me. I now have stocking stuffers. I have gifts to give to them. And I don't know how long they're going to have these, but they're normally $5 a pack, which is bougie, but I mean, $5, it's worth every penny. But they actually sell these in a larger pack, and if you get it on sale, you can get an even better discount. And that is what I did, and I am a happy camper with my happy camping gear, aka my baggage claim gear, aka my eye patches. Also, Nuface had some amazing innovations this year. Nuface is one of my favorite microcurrent devices for at-home use. It's one of those that shoots microcurrents, or tiny amounts of electric shock, electricity into the skin, and it stimulates the muscles underneath the skin, kind of like if you go to the gym and work out. But just like going to the gym, you're not going to see results in one day. You have to use microcurrent regularly in order to see results, and that's why I think the at-home options are really good. But what's also a struggle is that microcurrent is just that, it's a current, so it needs a conductor. And a lot of people, including celebrities, use oils with their microcurrent, and it's like, okay, good luck having that do anything. It can be hard if you don't live in the world of the skintellectual community in cosmetic chemistry or formulation to know what to pair with those devices. So Nuface actually started creating skincare. They're supposed to be conductors and boosters that work with their products, but they're actually really good skincare products all on their own. This right here is the Super Antioxidant Booster, and this is amazing. You can totally use this with the Nuface microcurrent, and it works as a conductor for, you know, that device. But this is also an amazing antioxidant serum, and I have found myself mixing this in with moisturizers, putting this on underneath a sunscreen, etc. I need to play around with some of these a little bit more, but this does have IonPlex, which is like a patented or a trademarked technology. It absorbs in so well, it doesn't pill up, and you can use this with your Nuface, meaning you don't have this goop and then you Nuface and then you have to wash it off and go on with your day. That series of steps is so cumbersome that it makes me not want to Nuface in the morning, which is why I normally do it at night. But when I have skincare like this, I don't have to like wash my face 3 times to get the gel off. You actually leave this on because it's skincare that works with the device. I believe that they're probably going to have a sale for holiday. I sincerely hope so because they're $400 devices. They are good. They are worth it. But if you can get the Trinity on sale, then would I recommend getting it on sale? Abso-freaking-lutely yes. Why did I just adopt some sort of an accent? I don't know. Please don't ask. It is that time of day. If you have a Nuface or any other microcurrent device, these are fantastic. And even if you just want them for the skincare, then go for it. This has a superfruit complex. Again, those antioxidants. It's also got green tea, which can also really help. We do have a Japanese plant extract that does say that it helps with oxidation that is caused by the damage from blue light. They must be talking about blue light from the sun. And if you really wanted to prevent damage, like use a sunscreen first. I don't know about that ingredient, but I do like the overall formula. We've also got an Edelweiss flower extract. Is it Edelweiss or Edelweiss? I think it's Edelweiss. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. What is that song from The Sound of Music? Sound of Music, Edelweiss. Edelweiss. I don't remember. All I remember is that my grandma used to make me sit on the couch and watch Sound of Music with her, and then she would make me go to yodeling lessons. Yodelay, 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 not good at it. Anyways, we're gonna leave that in the past. Then it also has that IonPlex that we are talking about, which is a precise concentration of ions in glacial water to ensure microcurrent device performance. Basically, making sure that this works with your Nuface or with any other microcurrent device and actually delivers those shocks to the skin. Dear Cassandra, never yodel again. And yes, there is even a luxury product that I was so grateful for this year and not expecting to love. Has anyone heard of Algenist? It's actually a really good line, and they actually have vegan products. They launch multiple vegan products this year. Some of them are like $150, like $200. And at first I just stuck my nose up and I was like, oh my God, that's so expensive. Why? And then I looked at the ingredients and I touched the formulas and I was like, okay, people shouldn't be going into debt for this. But if you have extra money or if you're trying to get a holiday gift for yourself or someone else, I would much rather spend it on that than, you know, a $400 tub of seaweed plus Nivea eye cream. This right here, I did not expect to love. This is the Blue Algae Vitamin C, and this has vitamin C and blue algae. This is so good. You can think of it as like an anti-aging antioxidant serum or a graceful aging antioxidant serum. Look at how beautiful that is. Is it blue? Is it yellow? Is it green? Is it all of the above? I don't know, but I love it. This coats the skin almost like a blanket, and I will say it does have like a, you know, an herbal scent. Was that rosemary? That was lavender. Oh, that's very lavender. But this coats the skin, and this is definitely a luxury product. But if you are someone who's worried about fine lines, aging, wrinkles, collagen degradation, sun exposure, if you are someone who has ever considered Botox, use this first. This is not a replacement for Botox. This doesn't even have argireline, which is that neuromodulator, but this is built for brightening and skin elasticity. And boy, even topically does it deliver. It's very expensive, and I don't think it is the most important thing that people spend their money on. I really want to make that clear. If you have a retinoid and a sunscreen, that's basically as good as you can get, and you can get those for very inexpensive. But if you're looking for something that just blows the lid off of things, or if you're looking for something that actually has a form of stabilized algae, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah. I feel like Good Molecules and Dermalogica also should have launched something, because I've been loving all their stuff this year, but I don't actually know if they launched or if they just already existed, and I just found some of their things that I fell in love with. But what is missing from this list? Is there something that launched this year that you can't get enough of? I've actually been looking at makeup, that Sour Patch Morphe thing. I want a lip gloss that tastes like Sour Patch Kids. I swear to God, TikTok is coming for my wallet. Leave the product that you wish were in this video, but that you feel like it's missing, and let me know what you think of these choices. And also, if you made it to this point in the video, let's put a little turkey, a little gobble gobble in the comment section. I want to know who is actually here, who is thankful enough to watch the entire video. So I'm gonna be looking and liking those turkeys. I'm gonna see you. So if you want me to see your comment, put a turkey in it. I'll know who the real ones are. Also, make sure that you are subscribed and that this video has been shared with a friend, that you also want to talk about the goodness of the launches that happened in 2021. Savor that silver lining, because even in the bad times, I'm hoping we can all find the tiniest ways to be grateful. And I am grateful that I get to experience these products, to share these products with friends and families, and yes, in giveaways for you. By the way, giveaways coming all of December. Make sure that you're following on TikTok and Facebook and Amazon and all of the things. But that is for another video, my gobble gobble skincare slathered friends. Always remember to be beautiful both inside and out, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video. Love you guys. Bye.